Good morning. Thank you. David Hill, Jeff Muscogee, Miko Dogas. Itawada, Hakfaskido, Joshua Mas Clan. Good morning. My name is David Hill, Principal Chief, Muscogee Creek Nation. My tribal town is Akfuski, and my clan is Beaver Clan. And I want to thank each and every one of you who attend, and especially for this opportunity to speak in front of you. As we met before, Chairman Westerman, and glad to meet you today, Ledger Fernandez, and congratulations, Representative Hurd. And it's always been an honor to come before you. I can almost share the same thing as I was looking at my notes. It appears that Governor Antoba, Chief Hoskin, and Chief Banton kind of took some of my notes, so I don't want to repeat everything that's been said. And I'm pretty sure you have our testimony, written testimony. What I would like to do is share a little bit of who Muscogee people are. It's been our custom to tell you who we are, to originally come from Florida, to be relocated, to be removed again, to Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. In the 1830s, been removed again by General Andrew Jackson in the 1830s on a removal act. Nothing but the clothes on our backs. To walk the Trail of Tears, over 24,000, only 18,000 made it to Oklahoma. To where we are today, 100,900 Creek citizen, fourth largest in the United States. And it's an honor to be here again, to where we was at before. Last year we attended the Nixon Foundation here on this same issue. To where we're at with nothing on our backs to come here to Oklahoma with only 3.2 million acres now. And it was removed from Alabama and Georgia, giving up over 22 million. But to where we're at today, as has been mentioned, IHS, law enforcement. When I first came in office 6 years ago, we only had 30. Today, we're up to 140. We have 5 hospitals. And I think we're the only tribes that we service Creek citizens, non-Creeks, and non-natives. That's how we help our communities, as well as emergency management. We assist those communities. The drones that we have. Actually, we used it this last week and just recently, yesterday in Wagner, with the assistance of the Cherokee Marshals. That's how we work with our communities. And it's been a struggle, our history, fighting for our rights, our freedom. And just recently, we came from Horseshoe Bend. As you well know, that's the last battle of Muscogee Creek Nation with Andrew Jackson. And we offered our services when that tornado came through. But due to regulation, we weren't able to. We was going to send our arbor crew, our cemetery crew, to help clean up the debris and all the trees that fell down. But that's who we are. With everything that's been said, as I mentioned, I'll be repeating everything that the rest of these tribal leaders have mentioned. I'd just like to read one quote from President John F. Kennedy. American Indians remains probably the least understood and most misunderstood Americans of us all. Our treatment of Indians still affects the national consensus. Before we can set out on the road of success, we have to know where we have been in the past. It seems a basic requirement to study the history of our Indians. Only through this study can we, as a nation, and do what must be done in our treatments of the American Indians, is not to be marked down for all times as a national disgrace. Recently, 2020, July 9th, the Supreme Court ruled that Muscogee Creek Nation reestablished a reservation. That affected Indian country. That affected Muscogee Creek Nation. That affected the state of Oklahoma. That affected Indian country. And all to say this is we had governor on ever since. Before our first treaty, 1733 with England, or the first to have a treaty with the United States with President Washington in 1790, the Treaty of New York. We still have the same government. As Chief Hoskin had mentioned, we conduct business, I would say, almost better than the United States government. When Chief Supreme Court Justice Gorsuch had mentioned, and that's my last quote, at the far end of the Trail of Tears was a promise. I had mentioned to Member Fernandez that I carry my Bible with me. Over 8 treaties with the Spain, Britain, and England. Over 38 treaties with the United States and other tribal leaders. And that's all we want, is the promise that was given to us. Maro, Maktagas.